that you can see from here on the waterfront, these trains that used to be along here are now removed, but we still have them part of our life, and that's why we came down here, is that we thought, you know, what better way to show that, I mean, part of Canada was built was, you know, we have some of the largest amount of rail in the world. I think we're 5th in the world in terms of actually rail tracks, and you know, our passenger rail is so far deficient than everyone else. It's just an underutilization of good resources. While everywhere else they're struggling to find ways to actually get the lines through places, we have that, but we just have deficiencies in our infrastructure and we haven't upgraded it. We have the premiers, we have governors, we have, so everybody's talking about it, but there's no real action at the end of the day because there's no center of gravity. And the private sector, I've talked with tourism officials and representatives of their organizations. They're in favor of it. You know, there's a whole bunch of positive elements. Environmental groups are in favor of it. And I would even argue that, you know, with greater social planning, we could actually prevent some urban sprawl from taking place, because the corridor, once developed a higher speed rail, will attract populations along it that can use it, as opposed to taking up farmland and other sprawl that could take place. So we're looking at a longer vision of also urban planning along the Midwest corridor here. So to me, it's just that there's no place for those people to go. They can pick up, the premiers can pick up the phone and talk to each other about it, and they can talk about how they like it, but there's no group that's actually working on it cohesively. But if they had their representatives there, and they had some of their officials there, and we had the federal officials, and we had the private and the public sector on board, similar to CAPC, you would then have a working corridor that would be you know, meeting on a regular basis and identifying goals, and then working forward from those goals and taking them off the checklist.